No,
My eggs are already dust because I'm cooked, Paul.
Damn, no.
I'm cooked.
Yeah, you straight.
Am I?
I mean, you cook, but you good.
No, what does it mean to be cooked?
All right, so
Like you done with, you washed up, you burnt out.
what's the difference between you in your 20s and 30s? Y'all was being thotties. So now you get into your 30s.
Ain't never been a thotty in my life.
Now that y'all in your 30s and your light ain't shining everywhere, now you keeping it in one place.
I'm cooked, but trust me, a lot of people want to have a place.
Okay.
Are y'all red flags?
Ooh.
I'm not.
No. What's a red flag? Like, why would I be a red flag? Because I'm cooked?
You got kids?
No.
You been married?
No.
You in your 30s?
Yeah.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag? People think that marriage and babies will save the relationship.
And
no,
they make
it just
them
makes
worse.
them worse.
That bald-headed baby ain't gonna save you.
With colic, don't let them have some colic things. Sleeping.
That's gonna make the relationship worse, honey. I would never have a baby to try to save something.
Never.
Okay?
I will be barren before that happens, okay?
For real. No,
My
seriously.
eggs are already dust because I'm cooked, Paul.
Damn, no.
I'm cooked.
Nah, you good.
Am I?
Yeah, you straight.
Am I?
I mean, you cook, but you good. You good. It's good.
According to Paul Pierce, I am cooked.
This is like Thanksgiving right here.
Oh, it's a lot of meal, okay.
Okay.
You know what I will say though? I don't feel like I'm cooked, although and I really want to know, what does it mean to be cooked?
All right, so
Like you done with, you washed up, you burnt out. Because that's what I hear.
That's
when
what
you
I
say
hear
cooked.
too.
okay, so like my definition of cook is different, but in the streets, definition of cooked, it's like you out the game.
Yeah.
Then
You out the game. You on the bench.
like you washed up.
It's almost time to retire.
Retired of what?
When
Marriage?
they said I was cooked in basketball, it was time for me to hang it up. It's time for me to I was on the Clippers. I was cooked. I wasn't getting no minutes. I wasn't getting no minutes.
Damn.
I was just on the sideline coaching it up.
Yo, Clippers Paul P was definitely a different Paul P.
You know, teaching the next generation. So, you know.
I am not cooked.
You're not. I don't think that she's cooked at all. You're beautiful.
Tom, you gotta start teaching the next generation so they don't make the same mistakes.
Thanks for Thanksgiving. I have a podcast. I can teach y'all to do what I didn't do. Damn, cooked is crazy. I think I'm marinated.
I like that.
I'm seasoned. You know?
Season.
Oh my God.
And everyone says I'm cooked. All my DMs and everything I have is like, Paul thinks you're cooked, but it's okay. I want you. I'm like, listen.
Look, if you let the friend zone down, I bet Paul would take you too.
Man.
Listen, the friend zone. But
Yo, hey, I don't care what nobody say, y'all. I know y'all say I don't think they ever did anything. That little moment, that little awkward moment where Sarah tried to expose Paul as being in the friend zone, and then her saying, "Friend zone, that's crazy." And you just look at they little, even the way how she looking back at Paul, like, "Hey, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I feel like it's something else going on behind the scenes. I could be wrong though."
Hey,
marinating, I feel you.
I'm marinating.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like, because you're a beautiful woman, I adore you. You have such a positive, amazing energy. I don't know if they can feel it through the screen, but in person, you're like such an amazing person. I've done podcasts with a lot of women, and I love doing a podcast with you.
Thank
because
you.
You're considerate, you're so eloquent. Like, I adore you, and I think you're amazing.
It's a nice thing, by the way.
I thank you. I do feel like you're not cooked. But let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
When you were in your 20s versus now in your 30s, what is the difference? Because for me, in my 20s, I wasn't given. It's giving. I was given. You know what I mean?
I definitely do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I'm more in tune with me and myself and my body and even how I look and present myself and everything. Like, you're still learning that.
Yes.
You're not putting on the oils and you're not smelling good how you're smelling. You're not like, you don't have that, you know? What do you feel?
I think that why do I feel like it's better to have me now than then, essentially?
Yes. There you go.
So I think because when I was 20 something, I was definitely insecure in my body. It was definitely, lights off. It was definitely pulling my shirt out when I sit down. It was definitely, a lot of physical insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
But more than that, when I was in my 20s, it was about me. Like I was ride or die with my person, but I didn't know how to seek the need of my man before he expressed it.
Ooh.
I didn't know how to understand when he's having a bad day. I didn't understand how to even though I tried, I did my best. You know what I mean? I think I've always been a down girlfriend. Like I've always held my man down. I was cooking for him. Yeah. I was doing all the things, but like, even like my food is better now.
Same.
You know what I mean? My recipes, I've perfected my recipes. Even like the conversations are different where now it's like, when you are in tune with somebody, it's like a look could be like, oh babe, it's time to go. Or like, oh, babe, this ain't it. I didn't have the intuition at 20 that I have now. I wasn't able to say, you know what, baby, that might not be a good deal because I didn't know any better. I was wide-eyed and just excited and bushy-tailed and like, oh my God, everything is awesome. Now I know everything is not awesome. And there are people that are out here trying to seek, kill, and destroy your happiness. And also, I didn't have the relationship with God that I have now. So
okay, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes that relationship God is not legit all the time as women age and get older. But let me go ahead and just preface some of the things that she said. When you're younger, you're going to offer a different type of want that a man might desire. And it's always going to be trade-offs. When you get older, see, she only named all the bad things when she was younger and the good things that she have now in her 30-year-old age. But you definitely best believe that you've acquire some bad traits, possible some trauma also. You may be a little bit more jaded. So we can't sit here and say that just because you at this 30-plus-year-old age to where, you know yourself, you wash better, you carry yourself, you probably, your skin look a little bit tighter, you probably worked out, you probably do different routines, but at the same time, you have also gained certain habits that's going to make it harder for you to date at the same time. See, it's like a catch-22, but a lot of people can't really recognize what's in front of them to say that, damn, I acquired some bad traits or whatnot. I got some bad habits now. You think you perfect. That's already a character flaw right there, being at your 35-year-old self, that you only see that you've made only improvements and you haven't gained any bad traits as well.
Level of praying that I do now, the level of favor that I have now because of the integrity that I believe I believe we get A-level blessings according to our A-level integrity with God. And I feel like I'm in integrity and I've been in integrity this whole time that now my favor is overfloweth onto my man, and the biggest thing that I think I have now versus my 20s is my relationships. The fact that I can put my man on, even if he's already on, I got something for everything.
Exactly.
What do you need?
What if that guy doesn't care about that though?
You need a doctor's appointment. I got the best doctor.
What do you need? You need a celebrity. You need a back rub. You need a acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Same. Whatever you need. And if I don't know, I know how to figure it out. I know where to go to get the information. So I feel like, I was cool in my 20s. I'm cool. I'm a decent looking chick. Okay, cool. But
You're beautiful.
Thank you. It's an us thing. What I bring to the table, you can't even see. And then on top.
Miss Sarah Fontenot is beautiful. I'll give her that. But here's the thing about it. She mentioned about being able to give things to guys. The guys that she want, they probably don't need it. For the regular guys like myself, I might look at that and say, damn, boy, this woman got access to a lot of extra things that can help me out maneuver throughout my day or whatnot. The guys that she's shooting for, them guys really don't need it. She's in a certain bracket and she wants a certain bracket. So how can you sit here and say you can offer that to him when he probably don't even need it already, especially if he's already been at his level for so long, but you won't get a regular guy though. Those gonna be the guys that appreciate it. Just being honest, Miss Sarah.
Top of that, I've harnessed my light. Back in the day, it just used to shine everywhere. I didn't know. And then you don't know what happens. If you in a dark place shining a flashlight and there's vampires around, you first want to get picked off. Now, I know how to harness my light. I know how to play second. You know what I mean? Especially as a woman, a lot of women don't know how to play second place. Okay. If we go out, you are stunning. You are amazing. I will gladfully and gratefully play second place. If they want an Azar, I love that. I'm going to talk my girl up like crazy.
Same.
There's zero competition because I know who I am and I love who I am. So there's a lot different for me now. And then I really also know my body.
That's the one.
This is the sexiest, the finest I have ever felt in my life. I mean, no makeup. This is lights, camera, action. So it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But when I'm barefaced, my skin is glowing. I had acne when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
My skin is glowing. My body is fit. I am strong, and I know how to work me. You know.
Hold on, but we only see you glammed up though. Okay, that sounds amazing. Like when you fresh out the shower, t-shirt on, no panties. I don't know. We haven't seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like we looking at you right here, all glossed up and dolled up. So you can say that I'm at my prettiest. We don't know. I don't have a comparison.
So I think there's a lot of differences. I don't know. That was a lot.
That was amazing.
That was a lot to take
That was a
in.
lot.
No, it was good. And I'll tell you what I took from it.
Come on, Paul.
So, I sat here and listened to both of y'all say, what's the difference between you and your 20s and 30s?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
And you guys used words or sentences like I'm more in tune with my body.
Mm-hmm.
Or I've learned to, what you say about your light? Harness your light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, of course you're more in tune with your body, because in your 20s when you was throwing it around to all these other men, you didn't know nothing, y'all was being thotties. So now you get into your 30s.
Never been a thotty in my life.
Now that y'all in your 30s and your light ain't shining everywhere, now you keeping it in one place because it was everywhere in your 20s. And now y'all at the point of desperation. That's why y'all know how to do all these damn things.
Leave it to Paul. We cook.
Now that y'all done
You know what
learned,
though, Paul? I ain't never been a thought a day in my life. Never. I ain't never been a whole day in my life, as in promiscuously. I ain't never done that.
Let me say,
You might have didn't sleep around with a bunch of guys, but he's talking about the energy and the entertaining factor possibly. It has more options to shine on. Now, don't get me wrong, women always going to constantly get attention throughout their life. It is what it is. I want to speak on the cook thing real quick. Everybody cook. If you don't put in the work as a guy, you cook. As a woman, if you don't put in the work, you cook. Now, of course, y'all women have a biological clock, but guys, if you do not put in the work, you are cooked as well. You are only as good as how much you put out to the reality that you want to live. And after that, you put in that work. If you hit the point where you want to live that reality, you good. But if you cannot get to a place in mentally where you want to be at, you got to live with that.
say this. If I was a man, and I know that I'm not, right? And I had you, and I had a 23-year-old, right? Cute, whatever.
Yeah.
I would go with you, but I would go with the 23-year-old if I wanted to manipulate her, if I wanted someone naive, if I wanted someone easy, if I wanted someone no opinion, if I wanted someone that I could just be like, girl, boom, if I wanted someone I could play with.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play with you.
Right.
Right? Because I know you know yourself.
Time is running out. That's why they not want to be played with. They don't got time to get played with no more. That's the truth. They don't. Y'all ain't got time to play no more.
I don't agree with that, and I think that for me personally, like it's hard for me to even be single.
Yeah.
Because like I have people who want to be in relationships, not just have sex with me, not just any of those things. I feel like I'm a woman of value.
Yeah.
And I feel like men understand that about me, and it's not coming from a place. I don't operate from a place of desperation, and a lot of people give advice from a place of desperation.
Yes.
I do not. I'm not desperate.
No.
I never have been desperate, and I never will be desperate.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I know what I bring. I know who I am as a woman, and I understand my value.
Yeah.
And a man wanting me is not going to change that. Period, point blank. So you can make it seem like my worth is determined by a man, but it's not.
Right.
Okay.
I'm going to say this real quick. If you on your deathbed, male or female, you do not want to be there single with no loved ones around you. That's why it is best to still try and get the whole family aspect and have people around you that actually love and care about you. Because if you just live this single lifestyle, I don't need anybody. In a strong and independent woman. Okay, cool. You're going to get sick one day. It is what it is. We all got to die. Let's say you might die without getting sick, whatever. But let's say if you get sick and you're on your deathbed or you have a long battle with something, you're going to want a loved one there that you met early on and y'all are living through time together. Now, of course, it don't always happen like that, but guess what? That's probably the more comfortable situation to be in your later years than just still playing the hot girl and playing around with guys' emotions and, this guy, that guy, call, don't call, ghosting in your 40s and 50s. That shit ain't cute no more.
I hope that young women don't believe that because you are who you are regardless of who wants you. And the moment that you give people that power is the moment that you're going to feel real bad about yourself, because when they take it away, you're going to cry and you're going to want to die. Never give people that much power over you. He who controls you He who makes you mad, he who angers you, controls you. Don't ever let anybody do that. So Paul saying I'm cooked and saying we cook, baby, you can have that. That's cool. It's okay. You ain't got to piss me off. Because I'm cooked, but trust me, a lot of people want to have a place.
Okay.
Get into that. They want to eat it, keep it, digest it,
period, and
be
do it
around
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
That's why I'm saying I really do feel like we marinated. Like I don't feel cooked.
All right.
But I do think that now the caveat to that is I think we are exceptions to the rule.
I do.
And the reason why I say that is because we work on more than just our bodies, because we are women with actual virtues. And in 2025, that's hard to find. That seems like an exception to the rule.
Okay, so let me
agree.
ask y'all a question.
Okay.
Since y'all not cooked,
Okay. Uh-oh.
are y'all red flags?
Ooh.
I'm not.
No.
Paul putting that pressure on, bruh.
I mean,
What's a red flag? Why would I be a red flag? Because I'm cooked?
no. I mean, I'm saying you got kids.
No.
You been married.
No.
At your age?
You in your 30s.
Yes.
Red flag.
Why is that a red flag?
Because we all know, we looking at y'all. I mean, I'm looking like, damn. Like if I meet y'all and I'm like, damn, y'all fine. Y'all, no problem getting a man and all that, pretty smile, elegant, speak, all that. Y'all, I mean, based on what y'all saying, top tier.
Thank you.
So
What's the problem?
what's the problem?
Okay, I love this question.
What's
Should
the
I go
problem?
or you?
You go.
What's the
So
problem?
this is the thing. I feel like when you are a woman of substance, you do have a lot of options, but your pool is very small. There are a lot of people that will be interested in you that are not in alignment with you.
Mhm.
And so if you start looking at filters of men, right? Men that know themselves, men that know God, men that feel good in their bank account, men that are kind, men that are attentive, men that are good to their families, men that are kind to their mothers, men that all of these different things, whatever the filters are, you have a very small pool. So then after you filtered all the way down, you got to think about the people that you're actually in alignment with. Which one of those people are heterosexual? Which one of those people actually want the same thing that you want in life? And so I don't think that it's a measure of, because I've had, like, I'm going to talk about my past, not right now. I've had incredible dating experiences in the past, right? I've dated some incredible men, really and truly, but they weren't my man because what they wanted from their life wasn't what I wanted.
What does that mean?
And that's okay.
I
All
want
right,
to
hold
say
on,
this.
What does that mean though? They were incredible. We wanted different things out of life. Your success will definitely hinder you from. See, here's the thing about it. Sarah batting in a league to where she don't understand that she's never gonna want a regular guy anymore. There's a lot of options out there, but her still saying that she wants to, live a certain lifestyle, that's always gonna hold her back. It just is, man. Like you can't sit right here and say that you're the best of the best, or you the best that you are, if you still can't get outside of that financial aspect, or if you just only basing everything off money. You can't say you want somebody with all these great traits, but then they still got to have the money as well. You're gonna limit your options like crazy. I'm not saying that you, of course, live the lifestyle you want to live, but just understand in that pool that you batting in, you might be cooked in that pool to what those guys possibly want.
Before you go.
Okay.
All right. I heard all the things you said, but like that list of things you want from a man, that's not gotta start getting shorter, because you gotta open your pool up a little more.
Nah, I'd rather be single.
To.
I would rather be single because I'm happy. You got to be better than my solitude, Paul.
Okay.
And that's the thing. A lot of women take men because men try to weaponize singleness, and they make you think that you're not valuable anymore because you don't have kids. You've never been married and you're in your 30s. But the truth is, I say no. Well, in the past, I was saying no all the time, right? All the time. I say no way more than I ever say yes. But the question is, are the yeses in alignment?
I love that you said they weaponize being single, because a lot of men will be like, well, you have to. I don't have to do nothing.
Right.
I could be by myself, and you don't understand how good that feels. Like, you should know, because you've talked about it. It feels amazing. I'm in my bed. I'm chilling. It only a man who can make me be like, damn, like there's very few men in my life that I've been like, I'd rather be with you than be by myself.
Oh, say that.
Like, there's very few men. And if I feel that way, then damn, he got me. Like, that's just just it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel that way, I have no business entertaining you.
Yep.
And I will say, based on what you said, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. When I was younger and I didn't care about the things I cared about, I didn't care about my solitude, and I didn't really care about this man's values and this. I cared about, was he handsome? Did he have this few little things? Could we have fun? That's it.
Yeah.
That's all the qualifications a man needed. And he was over here and I was like, yeah, we're vibing.
Yeah.
I had relationships, long-fledged relationships with men because it was like, okay, they're handsome. They're providing for me. They're cool. We have somewhat of a vibe.
Yeah.
The sex is cool. So whatever, I'll be here because guess what? Everyone's saying that if you're single, you're not worth nothing. You have to get married. You have to do these things. But you know, like I know, being single can feel wonderful if you love yourself and you like to be alone.
A lot of guys are not saying that to women. You might hear it online, probably on videos and so on and so forth. But in your regular day-to-day lives, if you're a single woman, you're just a single woman. Nobody's nobody's shooting that message to you. You're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel all the alone nights. You're gonna feel the moments when you might not have the finances probably ain't hitting right. Because I'm gonna be honest, if you're a single person, you better be making that bread, because if you're not, it's gonna be hard. Just being honest, it's rough out here, especially if you want things. It's not easy. So guys don't have to reinforce that. The ego is strong in a lot of these chicks a lot of the time, man, to where you can't even admit that, oh, I do want to be in a relationship, or oh, I don't like being single. You know, you rather just bathe in your ego, and that's a big problem. See, guys, I'm be honest, we'll admit if we lonely, if we depressed. Now we might say it to certain people, but guys usually admit to it a lot more because we don't get nothing, man. We live a completely different existence when it comes down to the things that we supposed to work for, or the things that we are handed. We not handed much. You know, we handed the fact that we a man and we can build strength, but we got to build everything, bro. We start off from ground zero.
Okay.
So at the same time, men have to stop saying that to women, because women, just like a lot of men will say they'd rather be alone. But if a woman says it, it's like, oh, because no one wants you, because you're this, because you're that. That's not true. Because a lot of men want us, but do we want y'all?
Yeah.
Do we want to feel like I want to not be alone? Because when I'm alone, I take myself here. I can go to the spa. I can go eat by myself at the bar. I can come home. I can chop it with my homegirls all day on the phone. I cannot care about having to get my vagina waxed every other week. I can be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when I'm with a man, he gotta be worth it.
Yeah.
You got.
Y'all don't like that. Y'all would rather want to go with your man or somebody than just go by yourself and do all that stuff. Trust me, because when you get a man, guess what? You start trying to drag him along to do those things. So don't sit here and act like you just want to do all this stuff by yourself. See, we live in a modern society to where we can substitute the want for a man to a society that's already built to where you don't need a man or whatnot. So society's already been built up to where you feel like you don't need one, but you definitely are going to want one, because if you script society away, it's just biology at that point. And biology is going to tell you that you still need your counterpart. That's why a lot of women still want to have kids and have families.
To be worth it.
And
that's why I said, if you ever see me with a man, baby, he is so worth it, because I will never, ever, ever give up my solitude for a man that is not. I promise you that. Not at this age and this stage.
Okay, so like y'all as women, y'all are natural, just like loving, nurturing. Y'all are just naturally, that's just in y'all to just kind of like, grab onto a man just naturally. Whereas a man, we not naturally as like touchy-feely and whole. And when we say we like being single, it's because we love peace.
Yeah.
Like a man will say, I like.
But so do we.
Yeah, you like the peace, but at the same time, y'all could be laying in y'all bed and just be, it's cold.
Nah,
you know what I'm
not
saying?
really.
Like, it's cold in here.
You
like,
think
dang.
that, but that's not true.
Yeah.
Women like peace too, because let me tell you something. You get with a man, he might have children, he might have this going on, he might have another girl that still want him. It be so stressful sometimes. And you're like, oh my God, does he want her still? Does he with me? Is this like you be feeling all these emotions, and you have to feel like when I start to love someone a lot, I get stressed. I get nervous because I'm like, oh my God, this is so risky. This is so tricky. I'm so scared because now it's too far in.
Yeah.
Like I've looked at a man in his sleep and been like, damn, I'm gone. I'm gone. It's
wide
over.
open.
Like,
Why are you doing that? Why are you looking over him? This is too much for me to handle. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? I love him. Don't do that. That's weird. You shouldn't have to overthink it that much, man. That's why I say sometimes you can't. A lot of people sabotage their own situations because of the thoughts, the intrinsic thoughts of, what if, the possibilities. And sometimes you gotta, man, I told y'all, man, if you know too much, sometimes you can't enjoy things for what they truly are. You will never be able to enjoy the truest experience of it. So sometimes them thoughts of all the truths and whatnot, if you don't see any red flags, I think sometimes it's good to just go ahead and just pull down the wall, man, for real.
Wide open, everything is done now. It's too far gone.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. Now I just gotta ride this wave and pray to God that this is gonna be cool. But when you're single and you don't have no one to like be stressed out about, baby, as a woman, you be like, whoo. You know, but it feels amazing. Don't get me wrong. When you have that right partner, I mean.
But that's the key, right partner.
When you have the right partner, it's the best thing. I would love that. And I'd rather that than be alone any day.
Yeah.
But it takes that right person.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so look.
All right, man, we're gonna go ahead and leave it at that, y'all. Hey, man, everybody cooked. Nah, Paul definitely held it down. I'm glad that he stood his ground in the conversation because they were definitely trying to deflect, man. And like I said, men, we got to put in the work too, or unless we're gonna be cooked as well. Just being honest, guys already know they cook, bro. We don't get anything given to us. So a lot of us, we will accept our cookness and just say, yo, you know what, it is what it is. I'm gonna just live this type of life, you know. But if you know you want to live a certain type of lifestyle, you got to try and apply the effort, the passion, the purpose to do whatever it is or whatever it takes. That's why I say if you don't live in this system that we live in, you're gonna be in a different type system. And whatever that system is, you got to play the game regardless. It's all about playing the game. It's just how well you want to play the game. How good are you at the game? Learn the game. Figure it out. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's putting their foot on your neck to say, hey man, you can't do this, or hey, you can't. I got in a debate with somebody at my job, and I shouldn't do this. But he said white people got their foot on our necks. I said, man, what you talking about, man? Ain't nobody stopping me from doing nothing. I said, I can go out there and get 2-3 jobs if I want to. I can literally, I can work as much as I want. Nobody's going to stop you. So it's certain mentalities like that to where you have to erase that mindset, you know. But I'm getting off subject. Do I think a lot of women are cook? Yes, large majority are. Do they care? No. Should you care? No, because it is what it is. It's whether they want to be saved or not. You feel me? It's gonna be plenty of them that want to be saved. It's gonna be a lot of them that don't want to be saved. And I'm gonna be honest, if they don't want to get on the program or what a guy has to offer, it is what it is. I'm a guy, so I'm gonna speak on the guy's behalf. I don't believe a guy should be getting used and abused by a chick who probably ain't bringing the most. You definitely want to make sure that you got somebody that's reciprocating it. Reciprocation is key. You want reciprocation. You don't want to be in a one-sided relationship to where you're doing your all, you damn near dying, trying to make her happy, and she giving you the bare minimum. But like I said, somebody got to have more leverage. So hey, women, if you get in a situation like that and it ends up working out for you, cool. But I wouldn't advocate the guys to be in a situation. But if you want to be in that, that's cool too. It's your life. You live it how you want to live it. You do whatever you want to do. That's a throwback Harsh Twins quote. I will have this linked, the channel. Make sure y'all check it out. Watch it in its entirety. Make sure y'all like this video. Comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts. And until next time, y'all. Peace.